So today I have a different haul for you guys. I have one to do with jumpers because it is winter now, and as you can see, I'm cold. It may be winter, but you still gotta wear crop tops, right? So anyway, they had Shein had a sale, which was buy 3 get all 50% off. This was like a week or 2 ago now. I have been slacking a lot. But yeah, I got all of them, all 3, all different thicknesses, all 4XL, which will be interesting, you just wait. And yeah, you know, I got my jumpers. Well, they're called sweatshirts on the website, so keep a note of that one, because I am terrible at letting you all know. But anyway, to the video. Also, just to let you guys know, this isn't my room. This is my older sister's. So anyone likes the Winnie the Pooh, let me know and I'll let her know. She'll love you. But yeah, onto the video. Okay, so this shirt, actually, just thought I'd let you guys know, is one that I got off of Shein. Shein Cover, of course. It was a 4XL, I'm pretty sure. Whichever was the biggest is what I got. If it was a 4, it was a 4. If it was a 5, it was a 5. But as you can see, it has the open back detail. It does have a tie as well, so you can actually tie it to the size you want. It's not having to be clingy. So definitely could have sized down really if I wanted to, but I'm glad I got the size I did, because it fits quite nicely, and the turn around, it hides a lot of what I want it to hide, but I still have, you know, that air going to me. Anyway, oh, and it's a really nice thin material, like jersey material, I would say, you know, comfortable. And it has these nice little strips. I don't really like the thick straps much, but anyway, so the first jumper we have, I got from Shein Curve. I always get things from Shein Curve, I don't know why I keep saying that. 4XL this was, and it says, I don't trust me either. I don't trust anyone and I don't trust myself. So yeah, this is what it looks like off. And then if we just, not much, there is quite a bit of stretch, but when you put it on, it does feel quite, is it going to be pushing? Because this was actually one of the first I tried on, and I was like, oh, this is all right. I was like, I can deal with it. It's, you know, it's got a nice length in the arms, as you can see. For once, they're not sitting like this. I have a lot of jumpers that I think are going to fit my arms, and then they just don't. But yeah, so it's a nice material. It's really, it's woolly on the inside, so it's obviously your typical jumper with the, I don't know whether it's in wool or fur. It's soft. It's soft. We'll go with that. It's your typical soft inside. And if you do this, unfortunately it raises. But that could just be me. If you're not one that pulls it down like I do, as you can see, I have pulled it so it goes like that, whereas as soon as I raise, it goes to here, which, you know, it's fine. It's above this, so I can't hide it. But other than that, it's fine. So yeah, I'd probably just keep pulling it down. That's a me thing. But yeah, it is actually a really nice jumper. It's not tight on the arms. Always have a problem with how tight it is on the arms. It's not. It's got a lot of stretch to it in the sleeves. It's very, I wouldn't say it's warm enough on a very cold day to go outside and nip out in it, but I wouldn't say you want to wear this with a really warm coat. But that's me. You may. Yeah, you may want to. I personally didn't. I think I would get too hot actually. But yeah, this is the first one. It is quite thick. It's not thin. So a lot of their jumpers come quite thin, which is one of the ones I've got, which I'll do next. But that is clearly more of a summer jumper. This is definitely a winter one. I think it said it was... Do you know what? I'll just link them. We'll just link them. Then I haven't got to try and explain. Make this video like another 40 minutes long. I'm trying to bring it down to at least 20. Let's see how we go. So yeah, this jumper is very warm, very comfortable. They didn't do this in different colours, I don't think. I don't think they did in any of the ones I picked out actually, but they did on some of the others. But yeah, there's not really much else to say. The print is actually really well as well. The print doesn't seem like it's going to come off after like 3 washes. So that's always a bonus, because have you ever had that one jumper you just wear and you wear and you wear, and then some of the print starts to come off, and then you're like, wow, goes to show I've been wearing this for a few years now. Because everybody has that comfy jumper, come on, everybody does. But yeah, so there's not much else to say about this jumper. It is kind of annoying having to do that. If you're like me, who doesn't like things like around their neck, you may have problem with, you know, casual moving about and stuff like that. Having to, you know, generally just faffing with it, as my parents would say, definitely faffing. But yeah, other than that, it is an Aura jumper, and I am stalling, so I'm going to move on to the next one. So, this one is, it's interesting. One, this is the thin one that I was on about. It's not got that, we'll say wool. I'm just gonna go with wool. Cannot bother anymore. It doesn't have that wool type of feeling inside. Not a stick anyway. Like, I don't know how to word it, so we're just gonna say no because it doesn't feel the same. But other than that, it's alright. The sleeves are a little long, a little short. See what I mean there? So this is something that I'm gonna definitely have as a up type of jumper. And I don't know whether you can notice this, but it's basically like a 3/4 type jumper. Like, it just doesn't go down. So if I was to pull that other shirt out of the way, now it's down. The minute I do anything, and I mean anything, it just comes straight back up. It's just not one of those jumpers apparently. And believe it or not, this looks like it's a size too small. It's a 4XL, the same as the other one. So this is why I said you'll have fun thinking it's interesting, because how can they all be the same if the other one fit me nicely? You know, it was a, would I have liked it to fit me a bit better? Yes. But did it fit good enough for what I wanted it for? Definitely. This one, what is this? You know, I kind of feel like I just put my boyfriend, like my fiance's jumper on, and he's like a large. And that's a large in Shein. Like, I got him an extra large of joggers, and they were like this. So, sort your sizings. This is more like a size 3, not a size 4. And you didn't give us the option to have a size 5. I keep saying size 3, 4 and 5. We all know it's XL. If you're here and you're not an XL, I salute you, because do you know what? As a plus size woman, I don't like watching skinny girls. I don't. Not that there's anything wrong with them. It's just, I look at them and then I think, well, it looks so much better on them than it does me. So I torture myself with it. So it's not anything against you guys, I just personally don't, because I know for a fact that I will just get all upset, cry in a corner, and never want to show anything off. I really need to work on that. Anyway, yeah, this jumper is alright, but it's just, it's not the one. You know, it's just not the one. And it's not got much stretch to it. Like, the most stretchy part is, I don't know if you can see it, it's got on the sleeve actually as well. See this? This is stretchier than the actual fabric. So this stretches, but the fabric don't. This doesn't help in any way. But yeah, other than that, it's an alright jumper. I'll probably wear it more around the house, and for the price I paid, it's worth it, you know. I think in total for all 3 jumpers I paid like £15. It's the price of 1 jumper. So I'm not complaining, you know. It's definitely more going to be either a summer or autumn going into summer jumper, so that I can wear it with crop tops and stuff like that. I can't really wear it with a shirt that goes longer than it because it looks stupid. So it's definitely going to be something like the Lakers shirt I was wearing before. Definitely something that goes over that instead. But other than that, it's an alright made jumper, you know. It's not the worst I've got. So next I'm going to do another thin one. This one. Now this one I actually ordered before I decided to start doing these videos, and it was the summer, you know. It was fine. Didn't wear it very often, as much as I thought I would. Yeah, just that was the hood. And when I put it on, you'll see what I mean. So, this one is basically shirt thickness. I was trying to think of the word. Yeah, this is not a jumper, it's a shirt. But does it go with like a long sleeve shirt and then this over the top? Yeah. You know, did I wear it clubbing because I thought it was going to be like less warm? Yes. Did I get just as hot because I underestimated how hot it would get? Very. But other than that, it's a good little jumper. It does fit me better than the other one, a lot better. I can do this with it, but then I get this weird little gap in part, but I'm okay with that. I'd rather have a gap in than it be too short and me look like I'm wearing a kid's jumper. Excuse my hair, by the way. I had a shower last night and this is what happens. It puffs out like a fur ball. So it's gonna look like I've been dragged for a hedge backwards. I haven't. This is my hair brushed. So anyway, yeah, this is an alright length. It's like the other one pretty much, you know, you just gotta pull it down a bit, and you will notice that there's this very quite deep V. Let me show you why. Because I can hide away from the world and be antisocial. So I have this massive baggy draping hood, but you know, if you're planning on doing a little street dance or something, you've got a perfect little hood. If you've got hair like mine, that just, it's a nice little hood, gives you that little Red Hooding vibe, little Red Riding Hood, that's what she's called. I knew that. These are very long, like very long. I have been watching videos on Facebook and TikTok and stuff like that that do they do some fancy thing like that, and then they just, you know, pop it through there, and yeah, you know, it makes little patterns in it, which would be perfect for these long strings. That was my bad attempt. I'm probably going to cut that out. Maybe not, who knows. But yeah, other than that, you know, it's an alright jumper. It is very thin, perfect for wearing underneath a coat. I wore it with one of my coats, which I don't know if any of you use, but it's called Studio. And I wore it underneath that one, and I was sweating. I wasn't hot, I was sweating. So I couldn't wait to get home and take everything off. But I have one more jumper to show you. By the way, this did not come in the sale. All the black ones did. This one I just threw in, so there wasn't just 3 jumpers and a shirt. And they're actually the only jumpers I have from Shein. Like, I don't actually think I own another hoodie, sweatshirt, jumper, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't think I actually own another one from Shein yet. But I'm going to work on it, because eventually my wardrobe is going to be full of Shein, Studio, Primark, Pep & Co, and whatever, because I like shopping and I like clothes, and I have a style and it always changes, so every 6 months I need new clothes, and you guys get to see what clothes I decide to buy at the same time. But yeah, anyway, so this jumper is quite good. Oh, did I mention this is the pocket? As you saw, I was trying to find it. If you wear the jumper how it's meant to be, it's still slightly higher than here, but that's fine. This is fine. If it rises like it did, I'm not wearing a bra, so it on me. So the end of my boobs. So the seam for it is here. The end of my boobs is here. I can put my hands in my pockets and grab myself at the same time. So make sure no one else goes in your pockets if you're wearing this one, because if you're like me and at home and can't be bothered to wear a bra, then they may get a bit more than they bargained for, because like I said, it's not thick. But it's just an alright size pocket. I would show you about putting my phone in, but I'm on it. What's my sister got in her room? Do you know what? You don't need to know. It's like that. It's your typical kangaroo pocket. Right, so we're going to show you the last jumper, and then the outro. So, the last jumper I have is a 4XL. Like I said, all of them are 4XL. Now this, believe it or not, this is the one that came the biggest. And they're all, even this one, are all the same size. No regrets, no tears. Have I been wearing it? Yes. That's why the bottom's a bit crooked. But this is even thicker. Yeah, it's slightly thicker than the other one. But it fits better than all of them. And this one is probably the one that I'm going to get the most use out of. Definitely be looking for 5XLs in jumpers for me, because I've got long arms, I'm fat, like very fat. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've got a bit of a bum situation, so I've got to like work around my bum and my fat and my thighs. So a lot of the time I actually have to get stuff bigger than what I am. But yeah, you know, it's all good. So let me just show you this jumper. Oh, forgot to pull my hair out. Right, so yeah, this is that jumper. Now, as you can see, it doesn't rise as bad. This I can deal with. I would rather my sleeves rise than the whole jumper, because then I don't look like a twat stood around in public constantly going, "You're alright, mate," and then, sorry about that. I don't mind it, but I'd rather just, when I'm done, you can literally get away without anyone looking. But anyway, this is the last jumper. As you can see, it looks a lot bigger than the others. There's a lot more room, and this part is not a repeat. is not more stretchy than the actual jumper. The whole thing stretches, and this has the most give in it. But I love it, absolutely love it. I mean, again, all three of them, or four of them, they weren't tight on the arms, but they had this part, which makes you look like you're a bat. So if you're okay with that, which I am, they're fine, perfect. If you don't like that and you prefer them to, you know, sculpt the actual human body, probably not the best for you, and I don't think that was the right way of putting that. Oh well. Yeah, so other than that, they are a bit in, you know, where your armpit goes. My armpits are actually here. That's there, and my armpits are here. So that's just size guiding for me, I would say. But then if you do that, the chances are the sleeve's going to be too short. Because if I was to, then the whole jumper would be too short, the sleeves would be too short, and it probably wouldn't fit right. I like it like that because then I have all this room up here, which again, I'm not wearing a bra. If I was, I'd need this room. As a 40E, I can honestly say I need the room. And my tits have stopped many shirts fitting. Best part about it is when you get boob tubes, the smallest part of me is quite literally under my boobs, so I can get a 16 to fit around here. The rest of me were going to have a problem. I don't know, I mean, I have been able to get a 16 to fit here too. This bit isn't as this part is not as big as this part. But I'm getting really hot in this jumper, so I'm just going to make sure I've finished talking about it. As you can tell, all three jumpers are pretty much the same, all the black ones that I got in the sale. And the camo one, obviously, like I said, was a summer edition one. But other than that, like I said, they are all really, really good quality, actually. I didn't expect them to come in such thickness and great quality. I expected them all to come as the camo one, or the small one, it's not small, the other black thin one. I expected them all to come like that, and they didn't. They came, so two of them came like this, and I'm very grateful for that because, like I said, I am sweating right now, and it is the middle of winter, and all day I've been cold, so that goes to show something. But yeah, this one, honestly, I love it. It is just so much room, it's so comfortable, and it's not itchy. It isn't. So I don't know if you guys checked out my Instagram, same name as this channel. That on there, I have a picture of me wearing a winter knit set. It's not itchy, but it is at the same time. So you wear it for so long, and then with all the movements and stuff like that, eventually it gets a little bit like itchy like that. But that's my skin. I'm very, I have to be careful with those anyway. Like sometimes it just doesn't work for me. But yeah, I will talk about more like that when I do that in the next video, which will, I have decided, the next theme for the video is pajamas. So if you like pajamas, if you like sleeping all the time, if you just find them comfy, make sure to tune into my next video, because I had about 40 views on the last video, the haul that I did, and only 4 subscribers. So as long as you guys keep coming back, you don't have to subscribe. Would I like you to? Yes. Who wouldn't? But you don't have to. As long as you're coming to, you know, see my content on here, that's good enough for me. Honestly, that is. Definitely check out the Instagram, because I show some of the stuff that I get as soon as I get it, because I just cannot wait to open it. But I promise the next time I do an order, I will open it up in front of you. I was planning on doing it with this one, and then I had to sort my room out, which is the last video I posted, which is called Reason for Slacking, because I am sorting out my room. Eventually I will show everybody, but it's not done, so you can't see it. But anyway, yeah, that is my video. That is everything that I have to show you today. I do have another shirt, but I can't be bothered, and I've already beat my deadline. So yeah, this, I'm sorry if I'm really awkward, by the way. Like, I have tried so hard to be like, oh yeah, you can do this, you've got it. I haven't, and I'm trying, but you know, we'll get there eventually, right? So yeah, that is me. I will see you guys in the next video. Please come back, please, please. You are so welcome, because there is nothing worse than needing something and no one being there.